Everything you enjoy, scrolling, junk food, binge watching, even that red notification icon, has one thing in common. It's hijacking your brain's dopamine system. You think you are relaxing, but really, your brain is getting addicted to tiny bursts of pleasure. The more you chase them, the harder it becomes to focus, to stay motivated, or even to feel happy doing simple things. I learned this the hard way, and once I understood what dopamine was actually doing to me, it changed how I lived completely. So, today, I want to talk about how dopamine controls your life and how you can take it back. And trust me, once you see how deep this goes, you'll start noticing it everywhere in your phone, your habits, and even in your mood. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure chemical. It's not, it's the motivation chemical. Dopamine is your brain's way of rewarding you for taking action. When you do something like eat, check your phone, or achieve a goal, your brain releases a small hit of dopamine. That little burst says, hey, that felt good, do it again. So, dopamine isn't really about pleasure, it's about chasing pleasure. That's why we refresh social media or open our phone even when there's no new notification. Your brain is just chasing that next tiny hit. In a healthy brain, dopamine keeps you motivated to do real things, like build, move, and grow. But when we constantly flood it with quick rewards like likes, messages, and short videos, it starts working against us. Here's where it gets interesting. Your brain actually starts to adapt to this flood of dopamine. Our grandparents got dopamine from real effort. It can be by building something, by talking to people, working hard, and then enjoying the reward. Instead, we get it from glowing screen in our hands. It's quick, easy, and constant. Every scroll, every notification, every bite of junk food gives your brain a hit of dopamine. So often that your brain's baseline levels drop. That means normal life, like reading, walking, studying, even conversations, start feeling boring. You lose focus and get restless. You're not crazy, your brain is just overstimulated. And I didn't realize how bad this was until it recently started showing up in my own life. I noticed this in myself too. I used to wake up and the first thing I'd do was grab my phone. I'd scroll through videos, read random news, check notifications, even before brushing my teeth. And the more I did it, the more my mornings felt wasted. I couldn't focus, I felt anxious, unmotivated, and distracted all day. Even things I used to enjoy, like reading, working out, writing, started to feel dull. That's when I started learning about dopamine detox. Not cutting everything off completely, but slowly limiting instant pleasure and letting my brain reset. And that's when I realized it's not about quitting everything, it's about taking back control. A dopamine detox isn't about deleting every fun thing from your life, it's about giving your brain room to breathe again. So here's what helped me. First, remove instant rewards. Turn off notifications, delete unnecessary apps, and stop checking your phone first thing in the morning. Second, add effort based rewards. Exercise, read, meditate, create. Do the things that take effort but give lasting satisfaction. Third, delay gratification. Learn to sit in boredom. When you don't constantly chase stimulation, your brain begins to heal. And lastly, balance your highs. If you enjoy a show or a game, balance it out by doing something productive afterwards. So your brain doesn't expect constant pleasure. By doing this, within a few weeks, your focus returns, your mood stabilizes, and you start finding peace in slower things again. But what actually happens after your brain resets? That's the best part. Once your dopamine system resets, life feels completely different. You stop needing constant stimulation, you start feeling real joy from small things, like finishing a workout, reading, or just sitting quietly. The world doesn't change, your brain does. And that's when you realize this is what real focus and peace actually feels like. If you have been feeling distracted, anxious, or stuck, it's not because you are lazy. It's because your brain's been hijacked by dopamine overload. But you can fix it. If you are serious about taking your focus and becoming the best version of yourself, join this community. If there's something you're struggling with or a topic you want me to talk about, drop it in the comments. I read every one of them and I'll do my best to help out. And if this video helped you even a little, like it, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe. Let's keep each other accountable.